Jeff Bakalar.
Hey, what's up, Jan? What are we doing today? I hope it's all happy and sunshine and rainbows.
I guess, by the time we're recording this, it's still July, but we're gearing up for spooky season. And the spooky season starts much sooner than October, Jeff.
Certainly.
It starts
certainly
in
does.
August. And depending on where you live or who you are, it could be year round. The world is spooky, as you and I both know, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to call upon our resident spooky boy to talk about Silent Hill Townfall. I was fortunate enough to get to go to a preview event where I was locked in a room and had to play this game for almost 3 to 4 hours. Very tense environment. They put us in a haunted hotel as well. I think it was the Millennium Biltmore, if my memory serves me right.
Yeah, they shot some of Ghostbusters there.
Yeah. And then the whole time, Jeff, when I play a scary game, I like to take my time. I like to have everything well lit, maybe play some music on the side to distract myself. And there was no distracting myself here with Silent Hill Townfall. And I'm going to say this based off of the early bits that I've played here. I think this is going to continue Konami's positive track record with bringing Silent Hill back.
Okay, because it's mostly been impeccable.
Yeah, there was was it a PC game or a mobile thing that was not that great? I don't even remember it. I flushed it from my memory.
Sure. I don't even know what you're talking about. But
yeah.
Okay.
Silent Hill F I thought was really good.
Yep.
The Silent Hill 2 remake was very good. And I think Konami's continuing that trend with Silent Hill Townfall. Silent Hill Townfall is developed by Screenburn. An external studio brought the idea to Konami, and Konami was like, yo, let's cook with this. We have some B-roll provided by Konami here that we're going to talk over. We're going to start and stop. It jumps around a bit and pretty much covers all of the stuff that I had played through. But yeah, let's take a quick peek-sees.
Yeah, because I've seen some of the some of the trailers and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think I'm still having an unclear sort of understanding of exactly what the kind of premise is here, but I'm sure that'll be elucidated.
So this is the main character here. This is Simon, and he washes up in a, I believe it's a Scottish fishing island called St. Amelia. This is how the game opens. You wash up on this dock. Very foggy, very misty about. And
he's dry.
He's dry. That's the scary bit. How'd he do that? But you quickly... Also, I gotta say, game, Jeff, looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's very, look at these...
Gimme.
Look at this cobblestone. Look at that.
Oh no.
So this is the town of St. Amelia, a fishing town, and Simon, and much like every Silent Hill protagonist, quickly realizes there's something funky with the town. Something is off here. And one of those things being off specifically is as you get through, navigate the town, of course, you go to a hotel, and that hotel, something funky happens, and
it better be something funky behind these doors.
Are you actually navigating a hellscape hotel? Have you descended into a different dimension? Is this all in Simon's brain? But as Simon continues to navigate through St. Amelia, you'll get some more tools, and I believe here is where we will get probably the biggest important tool of the game.
Would you open that door?
I mean, if I'm in a dark hallway already, and this is the only thing, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weird decision by Simon early on.
Yeah. So, Silent Hill F played a lot with the two different dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is going to continue happening here with Townfall. But Jeff, look at this thing, huh?
Yo, what were these called? The Watchman? That's what this was called, the Sony version of this.
But this is the CRT, is what they called it during the demo. If they sold these, I would buy 12.
I bet you can find one.
Yeah, but like a specific like Silent Hill branded one like this one.
Oh, the one that just doesn't work and only receives ghosts.
Yeah.
Sure.
So this the CRT is going to be super duper essential throughout the game, and we're going to see here how it's going to be utilized, the tuning aspect. Oh, an oil painting. But for anyone concerned, this Silent Hill, Townfall specifically, is chock full of puzzles. We've got puzzles,
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
I believe some of the difficulty settings were even tuned to like how hard do you want these. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, give me puzzles. Give me off-screen crying. The whole package. It's the whole Silent Hill package. It's the ultra deluxe package.
And the puzzles are going to be very attuned to. We had to skip through that bit. They didn't want to spoil the puzzles, but a lot of the puzzles will be, tuned to like, hey, what is in the environment here? How are you going to use your CRT? And we'll see a little bit of that later. And like, it encourages rummaging and poking around a lot.
Okay.
So, and there's some like going back and forth in some Silent Hill games, but some of the puzzles don't expect to be able to solve them with the things that you will have like in that specific environment,
And okay, that's interesting to know. I feel like that's a bit of a departure. What about like, I guess for me, when you talked about this other team like pitching this idea with like Silent Hill trappings, do you think they're just sort of like just kind of like franchising it out a little bit, right? Like,
so yeah, that was kind of the feeling I got. The producer for the Silent Hill franchise was also there. And I didn't necessarily get the vibe that they were kind of like franchising it out for the sake of getting more Silent Hill games. I think Screenburn had a good enough pitch and a captivating enough story that they could use the trappings of Silent Hill to tell.
Gotcha. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it definitely didn't seem like, oh, let's just churn out another game. It seems like, oh, we believe enough in the pitch that Screenburn is presenting, where it is like still dealing with like the psychological horror, like the trauma that Silent Hill is like kind of synonymous for. So after you get out of like this little hotel hellscape, after you solve a couple puzzles, you get thrown back into St. Amelia, and you start to learn and pick up like before this town became abandoned, there's something happening here with whatever government was in charge of or organization. You see a lot of these protest stuff, and of course, like every good Silent Hill game, you have a fun map.
Okay.
But what you will use the CRT for here is that occasionally you will find like these little pips, and you'll have to scan and tune for them. And then those pips will kind of gently nudge you and guide you towards where you're supposed to be going next. So here it's showing like this mysterious woman, these two little tents, and then this house with the staircase.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, yeah. I like that.
So it's like visually telling you, it's like, okay, hey, you might have seen this already. Now it's time to go here.
So this definitely presents a bit of a pivot with the kind of beat to beat gameplay. I know the footage here is jumping around a lot. Is it similar to like what, this is, and it's first person, right?
Yeah. Also, there's just a random photo of yourself here.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad warning sign.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. But you were saying, Jeff, yes, this is also first person, which is a first in the series.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I think you're getting at in terms of like kind of like the flow of the game, right?
That's right.
In Silent Hill 1 and 2, and those are the previous ones I've played besides F, fairly linear. Here you do have like this town of St. Amelia to peruse and walk about. I wouldn't say it's like open. It is still breadcrumb trailing you of like, this is where you have to be. You can go to a different part of the map, but that part may not be open yet, or you haven't found a thing to unlock or open or get to that part of the environment yet. This game is just like, it's also just so pretty.
Yeah, it's got some of that like PT energy where it's just so photorealistic that you kind of, you're just kind of like caught up in that first person view of it all.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh. Even that was a scary menu.
There we go. We need a little flashlight.
There it is. As long as it's wearable.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a wearable flashlight.
I mean, I guess you can wear any of them that have the little like belt clip on it.
Yeah. Oh, so
yeah.
We have now fast-tracked to a pharmacy where we have to get into this icky locker.
Yeah, that's that locker. Something ain't right about that one.
Something's not right in there. Another
Ooh,
cool...
I like that.
Yeah, right? Like...
Ooh, scoping the shelving in that kind of way.
So that happens not just in like it happens in virtually every type of cabinet you can peruse.
Cool.
But this is one of the more interesting things you can do with the CRT is you'll come across like where you have to calibrate the signal here. And I was playing on a PS5 Pro where I had to tilt the control around and use a 6-axis to actually align the color bars to each other.
Cool.
And these will be situational. These will more so be like trying to help you find stuff in the environment to solve the puzzle here. So,
man, this is slick.
It's slick. It is really cool. And the thing is, it's still fairly vague, right? It just shows like that random B-roll happening. And within this environment, you're meant to go find like the combination, right? So there's that big 5 there.
Yep. And it's so much better. It's not, I don't want to say better, but it's like, it's just a more creative way to like point you in a direction as opposed to just putting a marker on a thing. And it's like, why don't you check out this part of the room? Like,
yeah,
I like that. That's smart. That's different. That's fresh. Very cool.
So you see this like blood pressure meter thing. And then like, okay, these are the numbers I have to get.
I'm going to play the shit out of this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, very exciting. Okay, yeah. Just grab someone's prescription.
That's fine. It's in the rusty locker. They weren't coming for it. Oh, come on. What was that, like a little Gumby blockhead man? What are we doing?
The very Gumby blockhead man. I think that was the official name. So that is the other thing you use the CRT for.
Show me this guy.
Okay, we'll see him in a little bit.
Show me him.
So you can use your CRT to find where the enemies are. If you scanned and you found them, you can see through walls and see where they are like running around. And that, Jeff, is absolutely essential to this game.
Yeah.
It does have combat, and we'll see that right now.
Okay.
You can boop them. Good job, Simon.
A little boop.
But the Gumby blockhead boys, a little bit tougher. Simon is not. He's not super durable.
Okay.
And I think what. Yeah, I know, Simon.
I know. I feel you, bud.
I think what people may not be expecting is, at least with Silent Hill F, and depending on how you played Silent Hill 2 Remake, you could kind of strong arm your way through with some of the melee weapons and the general like other weapons you get. I think you're gonna have to play this a little bit more methodically, a little bit more stealthy.
Okay. Because
they are definitely ratcheting up the tension because, Simon is not super durable. These weapons have degradation. They will break.
I was going to say they almost have to, the way you're talking. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like you were just getting one or two in a zone or an area. They start to patrol. And you're going to have to like be stealthy and dodge around them and hide around them. And that's why the CRT little portable TV is so essential, because you're going to have to find where they are, like their little routes that they're running back and forth, or where they're stationed, and like tiptoe around them.
Love it.
If this reminds anyone of Alien Isolation, that is 100% on purpose. I believe some of the Screen Burn team are alumni of the original Alien Isolation team. So,
interesting.
Where you had the meter where you could tell where the xenomorphs were, that is kind of like mapped onto the CRT here.
So you are basically okay. So you're put into situations where, like, are you saying you have to make the choice, or you're basically encouraged to kind of like treat it in a stealth sort of way?
I think you are encouraged, and who's to say later in the game there are a bunch of little hidey holes as well.
Gotcha. Ooh, that's nice.
And then you can still pop your CRT here and like scan for like where that enemy is.
Simon, your flashlight. What are you doing, bud?
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
At least in this early part of the game, I'm assuming you may be more empowered later on in the game. Who's to say? But they are definitely encouraging, like, hey, slow down, take it easy, figure it out.
Right.
You don't have a lot of weapons, but hey, maybe you find a random box that have a gun in it
with like 4 perfectly spaced out bullets. Yeah.
But the thing, Jeff, the trade-off here, and of course, let's go into the other spooky world right now.
Okay.
and this is like that classic Silent Hill stuff, right? Of like, is this real right now? What's happening? What's going on? Because now there's all these industrial pipes around St. Amelia, this reddish hue to everything, and it's very unclear what's happening.
It was the rise of steam that did in St. Amelia.
But yes,
So these scenes are sort of. I would imagine, evenly spaced out. Do you activate them? Do you activate the secondary red world or no?
Yes. So after that little bit of going through the story in, I guess, let's just call it regular Saint Amelia, you eventually got to a point in the story where this second red Saint Amelia had popped up. So you're just continuing through the story here.
Have you seen enough of the story so far where you like understand a little bit of what's going on? I feel like the problem I had in F, I was like, F is, you can tell like the themes of F in a very sort of surgical way.
Yes.
As a whole, I struggled with it. What about this? And I know people are gonna be like, oh, you can't just compare these two games because they're silent. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is what I'm drawing from, right? Like, yeah.
Ever so slightly. I feel like there is going to be a lot of meat and potatoes to Townfall and how the story is going to be doled out. I feel like there's going to be a lot of flavor text in terms of like, a lot of the notes, a lot of the environmental storytelling will open up and give further context as to what's happening here. We haven't seen it in this B-roll, but you do meet a couple people. You do talk to some people on the phone, and that kind of further adds context. I do have to point out, Simon is an American guy in a Scottish island.
Isekai.
In Isekai, yes.
Yeah.
Look at you, anime expert here.
Look at me. I know. Hey.
So, there is something peculiar there, like what's happening there. Why are you all the way over here? I don't know if you've been able to tell as well. There's also an IV hookup on Simon's left hand.
I saw that. And a hospital bracelet.
And a hospital bracelet. So who knows what's happening? I do think, speaking about hospitals, I do think they're going to drip feed the story as you go through.
I see what you did there.
But Jeff, going back to the combat here, when you get a gun in a Silent Hill game, you would kind of feel emboldened, right? Empowered. Here, because of how much the stealth factors in and ammo scarcity, if you are willy-nilly bopping that gun in the streets, that might alert some other enemies to your presence.
In
this specific area here, there's a lot of like weaving back and forth in between the backyards in this in St. Amelia here. So, you'll see someone and then have to like navigate around them. You could try and go loud, but it isn't guaranteed that you will survive the encounter then.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of little hidey holes. The enemies here they're activated by sound primarily. Oh, also, all of the cars work. All right, in terms of if you hit them, like as you were like swinging a melee weapon around, you will accidentally turn on the car alarm.
What the?
You
can't do that in a Silent Hill game. What do you mean?
So we saw Simon there. He threw a bottle at it, but if you still had a wooden club, you could activate the car by swinging at it, and that would notify more enemies to your position. But on the flip
so it's
side,
a mechanic more important than it is like a realism thing.
But the other side of that, Jeff, is if you get overwhelmed, if you get caught by an enemy, and you were swinging and you were near a car or you were near a glass window, if you accidentally break it or activate the car alarm, that will just notify more enemies to your position.
Seems bad, yeah.
It seems bad, yes. So this
this is that beefy boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just a back. That guy's just a back. That's all he's got.
Simon, you could just crouch, right? You can make it through that guy. Oh, okay, yeah.
Nope. Well, he just got out of the hospital. He's trying to be as silent as possible.
In Silent Hill, yes. Okay, managed to get through that. Now, I believe we're going to see... so these streetlights are kind of like soft, guiding you where you should be going.
Okay.
You can still open your map in this area. It is still kind of like the Dark World version of St. Amelia. But Jeff, there's going to be occasions here where you will get got by an enemy.
Oh, no.
Where you won't be able to... maybe you fudge up, right? We are trying to sneak past this enemy right in front of them.
Oh, dear. No. Don't do that.
What is coming out of him?
What the hell was that?
I know if you notice in the bottom left there, next to our health meter, was a blood bag.
Yeah.
And if Simon has a blood bag equipped, that kind of acts as like an extra life.
So is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what that was.
Got it. Okay.
So now it's just like our health meter there. And the checkpointing it can be generous. And also it can kind of set you back a bit. Inventory games, inventory management. So if you find blood, if you find an empty blood IV bag, combine those Jimmy Jams and then equip them. At least in this early environment, they were not shy about giving you first aid kits. But I assume, the further you play, the more ammo will be scarce, the more health items will be scarce. And if I recall correctly, the devs were saying that the game is kind of tracking your habits and what you're doing.
Oh.
They did tease that there would be multiple endings, much like you would get with a Silent Hill game. So some of that could be influenced based off of how you play the game. So just be aware.
I'd expect nothing less.
Yeah. We're nearing the end of our time here with the B-roll, but
just a little relaxing.
He's just hanging out,
gentleman. He's new in town. Wow. So that's actually it's like 1-to-1 location.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You didn't have to shoot him, Simon. Right in the jimmies.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Take a rest. Sit down.
Man, there's something like powerful and also like very inefficient or insufficient rather with like these revolvers.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're heavy duty, big recoil, but they're also like not strong enough.
Yeah, I didn't get the vibe of like if there would be other firearms involved. Maybe you'd get a shotgun. Maybe who knows?
Sure.
But they're not really helping you out.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's a really nice touch with a CRT.
Do you have to like keep that powered, or it's just always good?
So far, it didn't seem like you had to worry about that. Hey, go over there, bud.
Hey, you're just in your jimmies, man.
So there is a lot of this, of like kind of having to dance around these enemies.
Interesting.
And like these brief boys, they are definitely more durable than the gummy blockheads we encountered earlier.
Okay.
But also, you know, it wouldn't be Silent Hill without more weird, like blobby enemies here, right?
Yes.
I think this is going to be near the end of our segment of B-roll that we have here, but there's something chasing Simon as well.
With a built-in backpack, just sort of.
It could be a backpack, could be
That's
like
a skin pack.
Yeah, some globules.
Cool.
And that is actually also the end of where my little bit of my playtime with the game was as well. Jeff, overall, tense as hell. That second half where you get to like a darker Saint Amelia, like the mirror world dimension, whatever they're gonna call it.
Yeah.
I felt very tense. I had to like stop and catch my breath. I was probably like pausing a lot to like and you know, the demo stations that we were at, everyone was next to each other in our little demo kiosks or stations, and a lot of screams, a lot of gasps, a lot of oh shits,
Oh wow,
a lot of expletives.
Okay.
So
sure.
You know, I think depending on your flavor that you may enjoy of horror, I think this may have different aspects that will appeal to you. I can see a lot of people, not a lot of people, but a couple of people being thrown off or not necessarily wanting to engage with the stealth aspects of it. But it does seem like it is a big part of it, with how it is a big component of the CRT. You know, you have to like guide enemies around with sound and whatnot. And how you are not super durable with Simon. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see the balance of all that, right? Because you talked about like there being a good amount of puzzles and that kind of stuff, and you know, with these games, it really is like the balance sort of dictates, the overall sort of feeling of the game. So I'm cautiously optimistic, hoping that is balanced really well. But I think you need that for the thrilling sort of like energy that these games oftentimes go for. And if you don't have that good balance, you don't have those like, man, every inch, every sort of item matters so much.
Yeah.
I think you sort of need that to make all the all the bells and whistles pop. So that's exciting, man.
Yeah, it's overall exciting to see the state that the franchise is in after being dormant for so long, right?
Totally.
And, you know, with Silent Hill 2 Remake and then Silent Hill F, I know there were people that had issues with both. I hope overall this is just like a sign of good things to come for the franchise.
Yeah.
And hearing that Screenburn is like an external studio that approached Konami with this project, I hope that means that Konami is like at least open to hearing out more different types of stories, different environments. Because, you know, with Silent Hill, we're going from the Silent Hill 2, we're going from the town of Silent Hill, and then with F to rural Japan, and now we're going to Scotland. And I'm interested to see what other locales could come up in the future. Also, with Silent Hill Townfall, it's just it's kind of funny how much more tense being in first person makes the game. Right. I don't know if that's like a choice that might have been influenced by some of the newer Resident Evil games.
I think that's it. I do. I think that first one that went first person unlocked this new level of like tension that you can exploit. So I would believe that for sure.
And you know, with how much hiding and stealth is a factor in this, confining the player to first person where you have a limited POV, I think adds to that tension as well. I'm interested to see how else the CRT is going to be used. I'm very excited for the prospect of more puzzles, Jeff.
Sure. No, absolutely. I think given the choice, I'm almost always taking puzzles over like horror action, right? Like I think like that stuff's fun and it needs to be there, but the weirdness of the puzzles in these games are really like a highlight for me.
Yeah, and I think folks that are also go to Silent Hill for a deeply psychological story involving various types of trauma, I still think you're going to get that. I'm interested to see how that opens up and how you unfold the mystery of whatever is happening in St. Amelia and with Simon himself.
Sure.
But yeah, the game coming very soon. I believe it's in August, Jeff. So
is it really? I thought is it August? Oh my gosh.
Let me double check. It is like relatively soon.
September 24th.
September 24th. So a little bit a ways away, but still very soon. And just in time for spooky season.
Oh yeah, perfect. I need my fix every year. I feel like we are being treated. I mean, this second new revival, this renaissance of Silent Hill, we are eating well. It has been a really impressive 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
This could be 3. Like, this is awesome to see.
Yeah, I'm under the assumption as well that I didn't get a clear sense as to how long the campaign is supposed to be, or at least how long the story is supposed to be. But I did get a sense that, much like previous Silent Hill games, replayability or replaying through the campaign may be encouraged to perhaps unlock and find out more little intricacies about the game.
Cool.
Yeah. But yes, Jeff, Silent Hill Townfall coming very soon.
Thank you for showing me this. I feel very privileged to get this preview. Hope everyone else dug it as much as I am, and appreciate it, Jan. Thanks.
Thank you, Jeff.